what age is okay for Eniola to say that I have a boyfriend? Very quickly.
26. 26.
Is that a joke? Hi guys, welcome to another episode on Liar Unscripted. I'm super excited to have you guys back. It's been a journey and I'm so grateful that you guys have liked, shared, subscribed and turned on your post notification. Just in case you are here and you have not done any of that, kindly do so. Yay! Today is a special episode because I'm not alone. With me I have two African modern parents. That's what I'm going to tag them as. I'm going to get to know them shortly. This beautiful young woman here,
Hello.
Please can you introduce yourself, tell us your name and your occupation, what you do.
Okay, I'm Omolayo Alabi. I'm a journalist.
And next to me we have a modern African father. As you can see, his baby's with him. So Mr. Fela, can we get to know you?
Hi guys, my name is Fela Olagunju.
Your occupation. Before you actually became one, what were your expectations to become a parent? I'll start with you, Mr. Fela.
Okay. I always wanted to have like a lot of kids, like 15 or 20. I used to like those very big families. I'm like, okay, maybe we'll get married early enough. I'll just be dropping it every year.
Jesus is Lord!
Too. But that didn't happen because obviously I didn't get married early. I'm still not married. But over time I just said, okay, I found someone I thought I could just have a child with. And actually we did, and yeah, here we have it. It wasn't what I was expecting is not what I got. I didn't know what to expect basically, so I really can't say if it's what I was expecting is what I got or what I ordered is what I got.
So move to Mrs. Layo. What were your expectations of becoming a mother?
Well, like Mr. Fela just pointed out, a lot of times you expect something and what you think you're expecting is actually not what you get. But personally, I wouldn't say the same, but because I got married 2011 and I didn't get pregnant I didn't get to have my child until 2020. So in other words, I waited 9 years. So, and for an expectant mother who had waited year in, year out, wanting to have a child, who has gone through the agony of life, the depression of wanting something desperately and not having it, my expectation was over the bar, and I would say I was over ready when I eventually had my child. I was too ready that I knew everything about child training, from pregnancy to breastfeeding to nurturing. I was just ready for it. All right, that's a very serious one. Thank you for that. So I'm just going to ask this. Okay, so are there some things that you said, okay, when I have my child, I'm going to do this is how I'm going to do it, or this is what I will not do, that so far you've seen yourself going against? Like things that, when you eventually got your child, you're like, you know what, when my child comes, this is how I'm going to do this. I won't allow somebody to touch his ear. I won't do this or I won't do that. So are there things you were so certain about doing and not doing, and how far have it played? I would say, first of all, I'm not an extremist mom. And because I had a long delay in conceiving my child, before he came, I would always say, when he comes, I'm a fair pamper, that kind of thing. Like I would over pamper this child. But look, the real me, I'm a disciplinarian. So when I eventually had my child in 2020, yes, I was over careful and, not wanting anything to harm him. But then it does not change the fact that He's 2 years old now, but I discipline him.
Okay.
I was brought up with strong rods, but I'm trying to be subtle at the same time. I'm not overdoing it.
Okay, let's bounce to Mr. Fela. So, what about you? I just want people to say, you know what, when I have my baby, I want to do this, I won't do this, and then after having the reality hits and it's a different tone.
Well, if you can hear in the background, the reality is hitting already. Because I always said I didn't believe in kids crying to get anything they wanted. I felt like it was spoiling. So I felt like when my child comes, if you want something, if you like cry from now to tomorrow, I know that your tears should not give you what you need. If you want to, I know you need it. Like, okay, right now, she's crying because I'm not holding her, right? And there's not much I can do. And the other, like yesterday, I've been seeing that sometimes I really can't help it. When she cries too much, I feel like, okay, man, this girl is going to have a serious headache. I end up breaking most of the cycles. There's something I said I'm going to do though. Like, I'm not going to let her, she's just 12 months, I'm not going to let her have devices till she's about 10 or maybe even 12, because I feel kids that are very young having access to devices, you can't really monitor how they move on the device, and I won't like the internet to be the one teaching her. I want her to learn everything that she knows about life now from me, so that we don't get the wrong messages across to the kids. So yeah.
Okay, so you just like took me way down to one of the questions that I had already about what age is appropriate to have a gadget for a modern African parent. Now I'll bring it to times where in schools currently, your kid has an assignment, has things that they need to Google up and all, and from now till 10 years it's quite a lengthy time, and you may be out of the country sometimes and she wants to reach out to you via Zoom or like that. So Auntie Layo, what age is appropriate to give your child a gadget?
Sincerely, I can't tag an age to it because the world is moving too fast. And you see, this technology, this digital world, it's moving faster than we humans can even reason it. Yes, I've always thought that, the idea of not giving gadgets or any form of device to kids is very cool. I personally also said I wasn't going to do that. But look, sincerely, Oba right now, though I didn't give him a phone, I didn't say this phone is yours, but my phone has broken 5 times. I've repaired the screen 5 times. His dad's phone has broken 4 times. And it's amazing how a 2-year-old that I have to password my phone and he unlocks it. A 2-year-old. So you see what I mean? The kids now, their reasoning is far ahead of what you can think of. But I would say you can monitor.
Following what Mrs. Layo said closely, she believes that a child should be given a gadget but should be monitored closely, to know that. And one of the sponsors we have today is Class Monitor CCTV. Now, this is a device that helps you to basically monitor the activities of your child without them even knowing. You could request for it to be installed in a school, in your house, and you just know what your child is up to. For example, there are cases of bullying in schools, and then when you go to the school, there's no candid evidence that something has been done to your child or a teacher has actually bullied your child. Now, this device allows you to solve the problem of a lack of evidence in school. All right, so if you want to get this device, just visit www.classmonitor.com.ng and request for one, and you would be able to actually keep track on the activities of your child. Do you consider yourself a strict parent?
No, I don't think I have any form of strictness in me at all.
We already heard from Mrs. Layo that even if our child is 2 years old, if he misbehaves, he will collect. So we know the kind of parent Auntie Layo is. She's not an extremist, like she said. Well, she's somewhere in the middle. There's a balance to it all.
I was seeing a video of people saying they will show their kids. They'll say the men will write on a paper. They'll say no boyfriend for you till you are 26. They'll now ask the girl to sign on. Small babies, they'll hold a pen and I know my own. She will sign on.
Alright, that's a very good one.
You can-
And then when they're like 5 years old, you'll be explaining the documents they signed to them. Like, remember when you signed this?
Yes. I know she was still
All right.
sign her. So
Thank
yeah,
you so
yeah,
much,
yeah.
Mr. Fela.
I realized recently, about a month ago, that my son, because he did something in the kitchen. I told him, please shut the kitchen. Oba, shut the kitchen door now. He said, I won't shut the kitchen door. A 2-year-old, Mommy, I will shut the kitchen door. Then he said, say peace. I said, oh, okay. Then my girl said, Mommy, Oba said you should say please. I said, okay, Oba, please shut the door. And then he went there and he shut the door.
Wow.
Well done.
So it dawned on me that it's not in every situation you use the force. And
All right, another sponsor of ours is Lagos Cubing, and to commiserate what you said, when our kids are most likely bored, that's when I think they start looking for things to do. And also, you could just do yourself a favor by giving your child a Rubik's Cube. Do we know what a Rubik's Cube is? It's like one of the most difficult things to solve and everything. So children actually pick interest in it, trying to put all the colors together, and you can do yourself a favor by ordering that on Cubing Lagos on Instagram and Lagos Cubing on Twitter. Thank you. What age is okay for Eniola to say that I have a boyfriend? Very quickly.
26. 26.
Please, is that a joke?
that's a joke, definitely.
When do you want her to get married?
You better
The way dads are always extra protective of their daughters must be studied.
Yes.
So please give us another number in Jesus' name.
Okay, the number I said yesterday actually was 21.
Okay, let's assume you had a son.
Okay.
What time would have been appropriate for him to tell you had a girlfriend?
15.
God, I won't talk about that. Mrs. Lyo. So for Oba, when is it okay for him to say, Mom, I have a girlfriend?
I was my age bracket is 16 years. 16 years.
And if you had a daughter?
16 as well.
Alright. What's in equality? We don't know this man here. So
Awesome.
for a modern African parent currently watching this, there you have it from two people who are doing this parenting thing and are kicking ass at it. So you need to understand that parenting it takes intentionality. You have to go the extra mile. I'll close on this remark before we play our game. Children will most likely do what they see you do than what you tell them not to do. So you yourself have to put in the work to be a right parent so your child will be a good kid. Very quickly, we're going to play a small child game because we're talking about children. We're going to go back to being children.
Okay.
So here is the rule of the game. Simple. I say head, you touch your head. I say shoulder, you touch your shoulder. I say nose, you touch your nose. I say mouth, you touch your mouth. We do that repeatedly, and I call a random body part that you should touch. If you miss it, do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
So for example, we do head, shoulder, nose.
So what
head,
happens
shoulder,
if we
nose.
get it?
Well, we'll do yay. If we don't get it, we'll do boo. So are we ready?
Yes,
Let's go. Head, shoulder, nose, teeth, chin.
Where's chin again? Where is it? Raise your chin. That's all like.
Okay, so we go again. Let's go. Head, shoulder, nose, tummy. Okay, that was bonus. Head, shoulder, nose, tongue. We need to check Mr. Fela. All right, there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching this episode. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you've not liked,
subscribe.
please like. If you've not shared, please share. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lyo. Thank you so much, Mr. Fela.
Thanks for having me.
Ciao.
Bye, guys.